गुलबर्गा शहर के बाखर पब्लिक इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल की जानिब से साइंस
I am Ishara. I am Aisha from K9. Today we are excited to show you our carbon purification project. In this project, we are finding a solution to reduce carbon emissions from the industries with also addressing water conservation. To demonstrate this, we have created a model that incorporates an industry structure representing the source of carbon emission. Using materials like cardboard and plastic, we have constructed the industry structure. These represent the real-life setting. Emissions are generated. Now let's talk about the carbon purification process. We have designed the model of capture emissions from the industry. So you can see here that we have incorporated a collection system using this cloth.
So smoke won't go to it won't mix up with air.
Yes,
Everything will be collected with this car.
It gets collected with the cloth and it goes into the container.
So this is the chimney.
Yes.
Okay, good, congrats. Your siren will start.
Yes, sir. And the exhaust fan will start.
Okay. Show me how is that. Oh, very good. Enough. Okay, good. Both fan, siren, light, everything is working perfectly.
From grade 7B, this is the model of atom.
The word term originally denotes a particle.
Okay.
Can't be divided into small particles.
I, SPA Kausar of grade 8th A,
And I, Aisha. And I, Afran.
and we are standing in front of you all to tell about hydroelectric dam. Firstly, what is the purpose of hydroelectric dam? What are its advantages and what are its disadvantages? Let us see all this thing in the model. So, a hydroelectric dam is one of the major components of an hydroelectric facility. A dam is a large man-made structure built to contain some body of water. The purpose of producing a hydroelectric dam are created to control river flow and regulate flooding. The largest dam in India is the Tehri Dam and the longest dam in India is Hirakud Dam. Now I request Aisha to tell some advantages.
Advantages of hydroelectric dam. An hydroelectric dam provides flood control, irrigation support and clean drinking water. They are used to generate electricity. Some dams are constructed for irrigation and navigation. It is responsible for protecting the biodiversity of many organisms. And do you know it is one of the major components of hydroelectric facility. Now I request Afran Armin to say some disadvantages of hydroelectric dam.
Some disadvantages of hydroelectrical dam is that it requires high quality material. Dam should be constructed with high quality material. Dam breakage can lead to massive floods. Talking about floods, ecological impacts, wildlife habitats can undergo floods when building a hydroelectric power. Thank you everyone.
Good morning, sir. I am Namira Mehwish from grade 8A.
And I'm Anam Fatima. We are from grade 8.
And this is our device, drowsy driver detector. As you know, driver fatigue has been the main issue for countless mishaps due to tiredness, terrible road conditions, and unfavorable climate change.
Every year, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and World Health Organization have reported that approximately 1.35 million people die due to car crashes across the world.
Generally, road accidents mostly occur due to inadequate way of driving. These situations will arise if the driver is addicted to alcohol or in drowsiness.
When the driver falls asleep, the control over the vehicle is lost, which leads us to the death of a human or an animal. To prevent these accidents, here is our device, Drowsy Driver Detector. This device has a sensor in the front which senses the movement of our eye,
and the speaker helps in alerting the driver with the beep.
This is the Arduino Nano chip. It contains all the programs and codes to make this device working. Let us now give you a demonstration.
Good morning to all of you. I am Nimata Fin of grade 8.
And myself Maya of grade 8.
We are standing here to present hydroelectric water wheel. Firstly, I would like to explain the mechanism of water wheel. Here we have fixed a water wheel and copper wires and then electric circuit. So what happens here means we are creating disturbance in the water and it is producing a type of energy known as kinetic energy. So we all know that energy can be converted into another form. We are converting into electrical energy. So here I would like to show the demonstration of this. Firstly, I am rotating the water wheel. See, you can see how the electricity has been produced. So this was hydroelectric water wheel.
There are about 21 hydroelectric water facilities around Karnataka. Do you know where it was first established? Yes, it's in China. It is a type of water facility first discovered by Lester Fulton by using Newton's law that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but can be converted from one form of energy to another.
Isn't it so fascinating that a simple wheel can produce electricity? So if you like a topic, you can ask us questions. We'll be glad to answer it. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good morning, sir.
Myself Zunera Arfa.
And myself Zainab Sultana. So today we will be talking about eco-friendly energy sources.
Solar power. Solar power is the energy from the sun that is converted into many other forms of energy. In that, the most common energy is thermal energy. Solar energy is the most abundant and the cleanest renewable source available. This energy can be used to generate electricity. It can also be stored in batteries or thermal storage.
Geothermal energy is the energy that is generated within the Earth's surface. In Greek, geo means earth and thermal means heat. This is a renewable resource that can be harvested for human use. About 2,900 kilometers below the Earth's crust is the hottest part of our planet, known as the core.
Wind energy and wind power both describe the process by which the wind is used to generate electricity. This mechanical power is used for specific tasks or the generator can convert this mechanical power into electricity. There are two types of wind turbines: horizontal axis turbines and vertical axis turbines.
Hydropower. Hydropower is the oldest yet largest sources of renewable energy. It uses the flow of moving water to generate electricity. It also helps in food control, irrigation support, and provides with clean drinking water.
So, myself Sayyidah Tahira Kashmira, I Sumayya Tahere, and myself Hatija Khanam. We are from grade 8A and our topic is Chandrayaan 3 and we are here to acknowledge you about Chandrayaan 3. As you know about Chandrayaan 3 is the third mission and the lunar explosion, a series of lunar explosions developed by a mission is Indian Space Organization. The mission consists of a lunar lander named as Vikram and Pragya, similar to those who launched abroad Chandrayaan-2 in 2019. Vikram was the founder of ISRO and Pragya means here wisdom.
Chandrayaan-3 was launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center on 14 July 2023.
And the lander neared down on the lunar south pole on 23rd August at 6:03.
This makes the India the fourth successful country to land on the moon.
The spacecraft landed on the lunar orbit on 5th August 2023.
The Chandrayaan-3 cost around 75 million, approximately 615 crores.
The propulsion module returns to Earth orbit on 22 November 2023.
The main purpose of Chandrayaan-3 is to reform the presence of water ice on the moon.
Good morning everyone, myself Umayma Afshin and I am from grade 9 with my partner Samiha Anjum. Today our exhibition topic is satellite communication. Satellite Communication Project is a comprehensive and interacting learning experience tailored for students and people aiming to demystify the working of satellite communication. Here you can see how the message is being transferred from satellite to the antennas and from antennas to the various mediums. And the satellite has various components in it which is very useful for the transmission of messages from space through different type of mediums such as radio, computer, telephone, television, etc. Thank you so much.
Good morning everyone, myself Firdaus Fatima. I'm from grade 6 with my co-host. This is Arifa Afshin, this is Ikra Anjum, this is Arika Farzeen. We all are from grade 6. So this is our project. It is about solar system. This is the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So the Sun is made up of the Sun is a very hot ball of fire. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun and Neptune is the farthest planet to the Sun. Venus is the hottest planet. Earth is called the blue planet because water is present on it. Mars is called the red planet because it is red in color. Jupiter is the largest planet. Saturn has rings and plus 124 moons. Uranus is an icy planet. That's why it is called an icy bird. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Fossil fuels and urbanization. So to handle this situation, we have a model to explain how carbon dioxide is converted into fuel. After that, we have to base our fuel
Treatment. Okay.
primary treatment stage.
Okay.
After that, we go.
Okay. Good.
Our model is depletion of ozone layer. Ozone layer depletion is a thinning of the ozone layer present in the upper atmosphere. This happens when chlorine and bromine atoms in the atmosphere comes in contact with ozone and destroy ozone molecules. One chlorine can destroy 100,000 molecules. It destroys more quickly than it is created. Some compounds release chlorine and bromine gas on exposed to high ultraviolet light, which causes depletion of ozone layer depletion, such as ozone depletion substance. Our topic is solid waste management. The term solid waste management mainly refers to the complete process of collecting and depositing of solid waste. In the waste management process, the waste are collected from different sources and are deposited off. This includes collecting, transportation, treatment, and disposal of waste. Today, my topic is separation of water into hydrogen and oxygen from water. Did you know between rising cost and increasing of environmental effects of fossil fuel usage?
Good morning everyone, my name is Sheikzat Ahmad from class 7B and my topic is robotic hand. A robotic hand is a mechanical device designed to mimic the functionality of human hand. It typically consists of joints, sensors, actuators. Actuators provide movement with sensors that provide information about robotic hand.
Good morning everyone, my name is Abdul Asif from grade 6B and I am very excited to talk to you about something interesting, desert. Welcome to our desert. What is it? Desert is just a bench of sand. It is very dry place where hardly ever rains. Let me tell you about cactus, another plants that live in desert. Cactus are like the desert water savers and they have special qualities to keep water inside them. These amazing animals have humps in their back that actually store fat and not water. Moreover, camels' eyes allow them to see in bright
desert sun, and their long lashes protect their eyes from desert sand and dust. Camels can go days without water and walk on the hot sand. They can drink a lot of water at once.
Good morning, sir. I am Rashid Talha.
And I am Mohammad Zunaid.
So we are thrilled to guide you through our exploration of infinity mirror. So basically it's an optical illusion. So there is a mirror placed inside which reflects the light and creates endless illusions. So it is used as a decorative piece, as an artistic design. It is also placed in Science Center. So in conclusion, it's not just an optical illusion, it's also a captivating device for using it as a decoration. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
I am very happy to inaugurate this Bakar School's Science Room 23-24, and teachers and faculty members have taken a lot of interest and effort. They have put a lot of effort to guide the students to show their scientific what are the experiments they have done, and even students and their parents have also contributed more. And from the school, from class UKG to class 10th, every student has come up with a new model, so they can show up their talent, as well as they can learn a lot of things with this science experiment. And some models are really nice, and they are in working condition, and definitely they will motivate the students to take science as their part of curriculum in the future classes. And definitely it will help in developing scientific temperament among the students, and definitely it will help the student to concentrate more on science subjects. So I once again congratulate the school and management.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Maula Ali Khan, प्रिंसिपल बाकर पब्लिक स्कूल। हम इस साल, जैसा कि लास्ट ईयर हमने कंडक्ट किया था साइंस एग्जीबिशन, इस साल हमें साइंस ट्रोम 2023-24 वर्ल्ड नाम से नए कुछ चीज़ें से लेके हमें इस साल एग्जीबिशन स्टार्ट किया है। LKG से UKG से लेके ग्रेड 10 तक पूरे बच्चे पार्टिसिपेट किया है इसमें, और तकरीबन 106 वर्किंग मॉडल्स है, 106 वर्किंग मॉडल्स है। उसके अलावा नॉन वर्किंग मॉडल्स है। फिर आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट के दरमियान, उसके दरमियान भी कुछ अलग चीज़ें बनाए थे नर्सरी लेवल में, जो ख़ासतौर पर गुलबर्गा में हम लोग देखते हैं रोड ट्रैफिक के बारे में काफ़ी अलग के मसाइल है, तो मसाइल हल करने के लिए वो किस तरह पेरेंट्स को हमें बता सकते हैं, जो भी व्हीकल्स यूज़ करते हैं उनके लिए भी बच्चे नई नई चीज़ें मॉडल्स बनाए हैं, ट्रैफिक रूल्स के बारे में किस तरह फॉलो करना उस तरह। उसके अलावा फिलवक्त जो प्रोग्राम जो अर्बनाइजेशन में जो हो रहा, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग जो बढ़ते जा रहा, खासतौर गुलबर्गा में देखते रहते हमेशा गर्मी बढ़ती रहती, रोज़ाना हर साल बढ़ती है। इसके ऊपर भी बच्चे काफ़ी प्रेजेंटेशंस वर्किंग मॉडल्स बताए हैं किस तरह ये गर्मी बढ़ती है, गर्मी इसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए क्या क्या करना चाहिए, किसको कंट्रोल करना चाहिए, कैसा कंट्रोल करना चाहिए, इसके ऊपर कई वर्किंग मॉडल्स बनाए हैं बच्चे। और बच्चे जो जब एक्सप्लेन कर रहे थे बेहतरीन एक्सप्लेन करते। और आज की हमारी ये एग्जीबिशन में प्रोग्राम में चीफ गेस्ट बन के सिटी पुलिस कमिश्नर चेतनाथ साहब और एमबी नगर के हमारे जो CA साहब है मिस्टर शिवालिक भी आए थे। काफ़ी ज़्यादा हमारे सेक्रेटरी सर, बाकी लोग काफ़ी लोग शिरकत करे इसमें, और सब लोग काफ़ी चीज़ें देख के बहुत खुश हुए गए, और बच्चे भी अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन कर रहे थे। तो इस तरह हम ये पेरेंट को एक दावत देना चाहते कि हमेशा जब बच्चे बनाते वक्त ये चीज़ें जो एग्जीबिशन में जो करते उनके साथ दो। मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ पेरेंट्स साथ रखो, कम से कम रोज़ाना का आधा घंटा उनके साथ बैठ के उनसे गुफ्तगू करें, जो डिस्कशन में मालूम होता बच्चे के अंदर क्या काबिलियत है, कैसे है, किस तरह उठना चाहिए। बच्चे हमारे पूरे स्कूल में हमारा जो स्ट्रेंथ है 750 स्ट्रेंथ है, नर्सरी से लेके हायर टॉप लेवल तक हर बच्चा पार्टिसिपेट करा। इसमें कई ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स है, यानी कि 3 बच्चे मिलकर एक ग्रुप बनाए सो है उन्होंने, यानी कि वर्किंग मॉडल जो बने हैं उसमें अलग अलग ग्रुप से, एक बच्चा नहीं कर सकता, अलग अलग। एक चंद्रयान का एक वर्किंग मॉडल में उसमें 3-4 बच्चे मिलकर बनाए थे, तो इसमें पेरेंट का सपोर्ट भी मिला था, अच्छा मिला था। तो हम ये चाहते हैं कि पेरेंट्स हमेशा आके स्कूल से रब्ता रखे, खासतौर प्रिंसिपल से रब्ता रखे, और बच्चे के क्या, मैं हमेशा पेरेंट्स बोलता हूँ कम विथ कंप्लेंट्स। मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप कंप्लेंट लेके आएंगे, मैं ये जो चीज़ दुरुस्त करना चाहता हूँ करूँगा, उसके वहाँ पर तरक्की होंगी। मेरी तरक्की नहीं, मेरे बच्चों की तरक्की होंगी, मेरे स्कूल की तरक्की होंगी, उसके बाद हम सब की तरक्की होंगी। यही बात बोलता हूँ हमेशा। तो सब पेरेंट्स की गुजारिश है, सब आके देखिए और आगे चल के भी ऐसी चीज़ जो प्रोग्राम्स बनाएंगे आप हमेशा हमारे साथ खड़िए और देखिए हमारे बच्चों की तरक्की किस तरह होगा, किस तरह आगे बढ़ेंगे। मैं चाहता हूँ। शुक्रिया, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर।